everyone. My name is Rachael Wanyoike, and I work for Solidaridad, Eastern Central Africa. Our organization is primarily focused on agriculture, manufacturing, and mining, and we generally work in sustainable supply chains. So our organization is old and new. Globally, the organization has been in operation for the last 50 years. But in East and Central Africa, we've been running it for the last 10 years. And the prompt was really looking at how we can address social justice issues through a sustainable supply chain lens. We wholly believe that economic development cannot happen without social justice issues being taken into account. And sustainable supply chains are a good avenue to advocate for that as they promote inclusivity and sustainable livelihoods for local communities. So I think the biggest success story we probably have is being 10 years old in a very difficult climate. But I think more recently, I would say that our biggest success story is this year launching our next 5-year strategic plan, which is clearly focused on issues that touch on the region and the continent and how best we can address them. So I think that's probably one of our biggest success stories. So our organization is really embedded within sort of the global supply chains and local supply chain frameworks. Some of the issues that we realized during the pandemic was a disruption to all of those supply chains, especially during lockdowns and restrictions. As an organization, we did support our partners and beneficiaries and stakeholders with PPPs during some parts of the pandemic. In addition to that, as part of our regular training program, we created a lot of awareness creation programs that focused on training on reducing the spread of the COVID pandemic. That's still ongoing. And I think we believe that for the next couple of years, that's really going to be something that we will integrate throughout the work we do. Well, as an organization, I think in the next 5 to 10 years, we see ourselves sort of scaling up a lot of our interventions around sustainable production, consumption, and also trade, taking into account that the Africa Trade Agreement has actually been ratified by most countries. In addition to that, we're really looking at expanding our scope around innovative business solutions and also integrating that as part of the work that we do. And we also hope to strengthen the civic space and allow for more inclusion and integration and more voices of some of the beneficiaries at the bottom of the pyramid to be heard. I think I deserve to be a ZURI alumni because myself and my organization really stand for the goals that ZURI has, taking into account how we promote inclusivity, how we promote empowerment, and expanding on that for our organization and myself, we not only look at the empowerment of women, but also the empowerment of youth in general. So trying to catalyze economic development without the inclusion of women and youth is unheard of. So I think as part of the ZURI alumni, and this visibility that I would get, it would allow me to champion this cause and allow our organization to do more within this space. So with regards to the SDGs, it is pretty much the backbone of the work that we do in sustainability. We are championing various goals, including gender equality, climate action, responsible production, responsible consumption, partnership, with the main aim of really going for, the first goal of ending poverty and really ensuring that there's sustainable livelihoods. So as an organization, the SDGs are integrated in all the work that we do. With regards to the International Women's Day, we definitely are championing the cause of women and choosing to challenge the different stereotypes and norms that hold us back or create that ceiling. During the pandemic, we did find that training women and training various girls within the communities that we work in was actually the trigger for change and the trigger for incorporating this within households. So we hope that we hope and we intend to challenge the norms around inclusion, around women in leadership, around supporting women in decision-making positions, and really trying to forward that for the remainder of the year and also for the next 5 to 10 years.